Let's take our first lesson in this module. We'll draw the eyes in a very easy way. First, draw a curve or a quarter of a circle and set its end to the same level as its beginning. This is for the upper part of the eye. After this, I draw another curve, but less curved than the one above. And this is the lower part of the eye. Then a small semicircle connects the curves to each other, and this represents the tear duct of the eye. This is the main shape of the eye. Let's draw some details. We will draw two light curves parallel to the inside of the eye to represent the thickness of the inner eyelid. Then draw the cornea, which is a circle whose edges hide above and below. Or you can just draw two vertical curves. Draw a small black circle in the middle for the inner pupil. And finally a curve over the eye for the eyelid. And some small lines for eyelashes. To draw eyebrows, we must decide whether the eyebrows are a woman's or a man's because they are different in shape. Women's eyebrows are straight and neat, so we will draw them as a straight line that rises a little higher and stops above the outer third of the eye. Then the line begins to descend a short distance. Repeat this again above this line with a similar line, but at the descending line, be sure to gradually narrow the distance until it reaches the end of the lower line. Like this. Then draw small parallel lines sloping from the bottom up. This is the shape of a woman's eyebrow. Now let's learn how to draw a man's eyebrows. I will draw the eye again first, as we have seen before. The upper eyelid can be like this sometimes. To draw a man's eyebrows, draw oblique and curved lines at the beginning. Not parallel, but overlapping a little on each other. Heavy and uneven sides. Like this. Do you see the difference? I also want to show you how to draw the left eye. It is simply the same way of drawing, but in the opposite direction, as if it were a picture of it in a mirror. But be very mind while you are drawing the cornea. If you draw the right cornea exactly in the middle, so make sure in the left one to draw it exactly in the middle too. And if you draw it towards the right, make sure that you draw the other one towards the right too. Make sure the dimensions and distances are very accurate, because a difference of 1 millimeter will show some squint in the eye, and this is not acceptable at all. It can even lose you the beauty of the entire painting. Because the eye is the first thing that attracts attention to the onlookers, and if it has a defect, the onlookers will reject it immediately, no matter how creative you are in the rest of the entire painting. So, be very careful. Also draw eyebrows in the opposite direction. Let's draw another position for the eye, the lateral position of the eye. This pose is very simple. It is only of two sides of a triangle. Then a vertical curve for the cornea. Just it. Draw a curve on top of the eye for the eyelid. And finally the eyebrows, as we learned, but a little shorter than the front position. See? Very easy. Right? Another position for the eye is the 3/4. Draw a slightly curved triangle. Then 2 small lines on its side. Continue to draw the rest as you saw before. In this pose, the other eye will also appear, but only a small part of it, about 1/4 of it. Draw 2 small curves that reach the edge of the face. And the cornea in this way. And 1/4 of the eyebrows as well. Thus, now we have the 3/4 of the eyes. In this lesson, we drew the lateral position, the front position, and the 3/4 position. We also learned how to draw a man's eye, a woman's eye, a man's and a woman's eyebrows, and also the eyelids. Practice them well. See you in the next lesson.